So they'll be calling you a radical. So a couple things. First off, I haven't heard anything from Dana for over a week. For a week now, Dunford. I'm very, very worried. Anybody know anything? So he texted me on Halloween, said that he's in bad shape and he had organ failure. And I says, your heart? Because I thought it was his heart because, the heart condition he had last year, same time I did. And he's like, no. I said, your liver? He says, I'd rather not say. I says, we're all praying for you. And I've reached out a couple times now in the last few days, texting him, and he always gets back to me. Always. And I've heard nothing. I'm very worried. Second off, I'm, like everybody on Earth should be, which I think pretty well everybody on Earth is. When the fuck did it become okay to indiscriminately fucking mass murder children? When did that become okay in a war? In anything? When did that become okay? Oh, I'll tell you when it became okay. Iraq, 2003, the United States. Now, fuck. What's going on over there? I'm not for the flag. Either, whatever flags. I mean, the imperialist, the colonialism. I mean, as I said, this day will live in infamy, the day that this nightmare started. I think the whole world's changing their views on a lot of things right now. I think a lot of the old world colonialist imperialists are rearing their ugly fucking heads. But even in those times, they didn't indiscretionally just, well, I guess they did here in the United States, called Native Americans. I mean, I think if people knew the truth of how this country was founded, bounty houses, women and children, it's very similar. 9/11 to this, very similar. The inception of this country, what these European monsters did to invaders, did to the indigenous people that lived here in the United States. We forget about that. We don't learn enough about it. Oh, I do. I mean, I grew up playing in the wigwams. I was raised by Shoshone and, and Navajos. When the fuck? So, you know how many humanitarian workers have been killed over there? The most in history. I mean, ever. The children that have been killed? Thousands, many thousands. When did that become okay? And it's the U.S. Way past blood on our hands. Not my fucking name. I've stood up against this imperialism from day one, whether it be all over the world. How did this happen to us in the United States that we just think this is okay? 9/11. Our reaction to 9/11. Look what we did in Iraq. I remember fighting and protesting in front of the White House at the peace vigil. And really hardcore protesting when they wouldn't show the bodies coming in to Dover. I'm like, no. That's going to homogenize. It's going to make us numb to the reality of war. That's how Vietnam ended that nightmare. Dan Rather and Walter Cronkite went in and they showed it to you on the evening news. Maybe I guess if we see some American children, some American bodies laying there in Gaza, maybe that would wake us up. Kids are kids. Children are children. We're all God's children. All over the fucking world, we're all God's children. And as I said back then, Violence breeds more violence. Retaliation breeds more retaliation, which breeds... You think about it, you're a child, and you see your father killed. Oh, I know what it feels like. You see your brother, your little sister killed. You think you just get over that? You think you can just deal with that? You don't think that creates a passion of, I mean, it just perpetuates. It's like a river. It's like a snow melting in the spring. It starts as a trickle and it just gets more and more and more, and it gets, where does it stop? But never in the history. I always go back to Hoover after the bomb. Who did that? The United States did that. Oppie. When everybody said no, him and Truman did it. Never in the history of mankind has any war, military machine, indiscretionally mass murdered women and children. So I just answered my own question. Who started this? Oppie? The Manhattan Project? When here was Einstein, the peace activist, saying no. Even Leo the Lizard said no. Everybody said no. Truman and thing, that's when this madness started. August 6, 1945. That's when it started. You know, sometimes I forget about what a fucking mass. We still haven't seen the footage. And who did it again? Oh, the United States and Iraq. With our tax, not my fucking tax dollars. No, fuck you. Who's doing this? The United States military industrial war pigs is who's created this whole fucking monster. You know, 1945. Fuck. Not that long. 55. Wow. 78 years. The bomb. Technology striking from the air. Indiscretion. 5. Not to mention the fucking mass. What's going on in Ukraine? Oh my God. You know how many people have died? What the United States in Vietnam, which was horrific, and we fought in the streets and we protested and we went crazy. What, 65,000? Do you know how many young men just in 2 years, less than 2 years, have been killed? Soldiers. Men and women, by the way. You think those young men in Russia support Tsar Putin? Oh, it's like any wars. You think the people of Israel support these fucking freaks? You think the people of Palestine support Hamas? You think the United States average citizen supported Cheney and Rumsfeld and Bush doing what they... No, fuck no, we didn't. Again, this flag waving, they take control of us, and the nation build, then we get all wound up, say, yay, we're a proud America, we're this, we're that. Lower your fucking flags. No lines. No more colonialism. End it. Fucking killing children. Oh my God. Oh my God. I gotta show you this. I tore this up, at the page vigil on the wall. So cool. That infamous day at the White House. So I've spent a lot of infamous days there in front of the White House in my life. Oh boy. I didn't go the Million Miles March 10 years ago to the march in D.C. And people called the hook and they're like, no, the angle's wrong. The protester's right. The angle's wrong. Lower flags, no flag waving, no care. I don't care what color the flag is. I don't care what stripes it is. I don't care what design it is. Lower the flags. This has got to be about peace. We've got to reach out and just say no. But when they kill children, and who's they? The United States political apparatus. I saw it the other day that 86% of the United States populace, That's left, right, are so fucking violated by this. Yet 86% of politicians are supporting this. We are not representational government anymore. No, what country is? The colonialists and imperialists have got control. You know, when there's so tiny few of these imperialist colonialists that are running our governments with their money, yet how do we retaliate? They have control of our media. They have control of our fucking everything. Our police has to be from within. Until we get people inside the CIA, inside these agencies, break ranks, say, fuck you. You know, inside fucking the UN, inside the World Health Organization, inside these apparatuses, the IAEA, you know, inside Reuters, inside BBC, inside CNN, inside Foxconn News, say, fuck you. I'm not telling them. How about a politician in the United States to stand up? Fucking cowards. Get on the floor and go off. We're supporting killing children? Not me. When did it become okay? I just told you when I answered the question. Oh, this is fucking heinous. You think in our lives after Vietnam, you know, I'm 60, almost 64 years old. We'll come to this? Fucking. Remember we were downsizing the military in the 90s? Looked like we put it all behind us. Vietnam, we learned our fucking lesson from that nightmare. You know, the Hiroshima, Nagasaki. We're like, no more. No more. Never again. Never again. Then 9/11 happens. What we did in Iraq. It set the table for Tsar Putin to do what he's fucking doing in Ukraine. The U.S. is funding all this. The U.S. is backing all this. Who the fuck are we? I mean, we as a people, you know, everybody called me and says, how come you're not in D.C. Pro? Because it's Million Mass March, you know. No, we got to do it fucking a different way. You know how I say we do it. Through love, through peace, you know. I don't know. When did it become okay to just fucking... We're just talking less than a month. I mean, I saw an interview with a guy today that all 4 of his children were killed. In this fucking day and age, in the year 2023, these barbarians, these evil, sick fuckers, that's not retaliation. That's not war. People throw away around that word fucking genocide. Oh, it's way worse than genocide. That word's not even strong enough. It's not even strong enough. When did it become okay to mass murder fucking indiscretionally fucking children? August 6, 1945. So I'm praying for Dana, and anybody's got any word out there on him. We're also praying for Ackerman. You know, Ackerman and I painted that painting together. You know, Thomas Ackerman's fighting for his fucking life right now with stage 4 cancer. But, you know, that's one thing. Dana's younger than me a couple of years. I think he's only 60, 61. Ackerman's 70. That's one thing. You know, we fight. You know, we die at our age. When they fucking indiscretionally fucking mass murder, I go back, like I said, I go back to Hoover again. Never in the history of mankind in warfare, the Romans didn't do it. Fuck, they didn't do it at fucking Cyprus on the Hill. They didn't do it at fucking the Lighthouse. They didn't do it at fucking Gettysburg. I'm not even sure they've done it in Kiev, in St. Petersburg, you know, in Volgograd, at Normandy. We sure the fuck did it at Hiroshima and Nagasaki. We, the United States, sure the fuck did it in Iraq. I didn't. My heart goes out to the peaceful people in those lands. Because you got two small factions in both sides that are not of the people. You know, the majority of the people in the Middle East, I don't care what flag you're flying. I don't care if it's Israel or Palestine or, you know, any of them. The vast majority, just like the United States, we sure didn't fucking support the fucking what we did in Iraq. These governments are not of the people anymore. These governments are fucking global colonialists. It's imperialism. We've got control. How do we take it back? Not through violence. Not through violence. We have to hold hands. What did he say, that activist 2000 in that part of the world, 2023 years ago, when they put him on a cross? Love them, for they know not what they do. Well, these guys do know what they do. All us peasants need to come together. No more kings, no more kings, no more monarchies. I thought that's how the United States, fucking the beacon of hope, was formed. What has happened to this country? The bomb. Became okay when we did it at Hiroshima and Nagasaki. It became okay when we did it at Iraq. It's not fucking okay. This is a major, this is Waterloo. You know, this is Waterloo. It really is. People, the sentiment and the support for different types of the curtain's being pulled back. The curtain's pulled me back, and you're masquerading. They masqueraded in the United States. Iraq and Afghanistan was about religion. When did it become okay to indiscretionally fucking mass murder fucking children? August 6, 1945. (2002), 2003. Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Iraq, Afghanistan. This is fucking gonna rip this country, the United States, apart. I talked to Gorbachev more than once, face to face. I listened to a speech he gave just in front of an improv speech, not an organized speech. He improv, and he put together, and he said, what took down the old Soviet Union was the invasion of Afghanistan and the meltdowns at Chernobyl. Kevin Blanch. What took down the United States? The invasion of Afghanistan, Iraq, the meltdowns of Fukushima. This is the crowning jewel. I think the United States, this is it. People are left, right, Republican, Democrat, at the grassroots level are so fucking violated, the United States supporting this. The fucking curtain's being pulled back of these fucking puppets. You know, it's way more ceasefire. Fuck. I mean, that's such a panty-painted fucking piece of activism cliche. It's panty-painted to the 10th power. Fuck. Ceasefire. Fuck. No, we need to be way more hardcore than that, not with violence. We need to fucking end monarchies and colonialism. Imperialism needs to come to a fucking end. This needs to end. Fucking this whole borders and flags and fucking thing needs to, people need to live in peace and harmony with each other. Fuck your state lines. Fuck your flag. I'm so sick of the flag waving and the heroes. My flag's bigger than your flag. Oh, you see here in Utah. I'm so tired of it. Lower your fucking flags. I don't think anybody in the world is going to forget this. Nobody, not the children. This is one of those. This is one of those. This is Hiroshima and Nagasaki. No one's ever going to forget this. They're never going to forget. Every single politician in the United States, I don't care, fucking Congress, senators, you have fucking branded yourself in history. Oh, Biden's branded himself in history. All of them. Well, Bush did it. Obama dumber. He did it. He doubled down on Iraq and Afghanistan. He was a peace activist. Said he was going to end this. But this, again, it's Hiroshima and Nagasaki. It's Truman. Bush, Cheney, Rumsfeld, all the creeps, the war pigs. Obama, the war pig, who ran as a peace activist. What a fucking con man. Trump, fuck, what a phony. Fucking Biden, they are branded in history. Every single United States senator for the last 23 fucking years. You're going to end up just like Truman. Truman's the most hated fucking politician in American history. All fucking people hate him. Rightfully so. That's what Bush, that's what Cheney, that's what fucking Obama, Biden, Trump, Pence. When did it become okay to mass murder fucking children? Oh my God, in this day and age. August 6, 1945. September 11th, 2011, no, December 12th. That whole fucking nightmare. Iraq. Went off to Afghanistan to kill the Taliban. Went off to Iraq to get big old sack for me. Went off to Vietnam to kill the Viet Cong. Boogeyman, boogeyman, boogeyman. How nice is they invented ISIS. Oligarchs make it rain in Ukraine. The Middle East of Eden. Thimsel, thou mayest.